So welcome aboard all you pilgrims from the Archdiocese of Canberra and Goulburn. And I say fasten your seatbelts because we are in for quite a journey to Sydney and beyond. But it's not just a journey. What we are undertaking and what we have already begun is a pilgrimage. And there is a difference between a pilgrimage and a journey. Now, pilgrimage has always been a part of the Christian life. And the main reason for that is that the real God never leaves us just where and as we are. The real God says to us, leave what is familiar and perhaps what is comfortable even, and journey into the bigger and better and richer and deeper life that I have created you for. So that the pilgrimage that we make to Sydney and beyond is a sign of the great pilgrimage that we make from baptism beyond death into eternal life and the infinity of God's love. Now, I say all of this as the first pilgrim in this Archdiocese. I have registered. So too has the Pope. But Benedict is the first pilgrim of the Universal Church, and he also has registered. Now, pilgrimage has always been hard work. A young friend of mine was at the last World Youth Day. When he came back, I said, "How did it go, Ben?" And he said, "Well, we were cold and hungry and tired and sick, but it was great." Now, that's what I mean when I say pilgrimage is hard work. And in a sense, each of us as pilgrims will only get out of it what we put into it. Now, what does that mean? It means, first of all, a year from World Youth Day in Sydney, register. So whoever you are there tonight, I say, register. That's not too much like hard work, but it is important. The second thing that I would say is get involved. Don't just sit back and watch, because pilgrimages are not for spectators. They are for pilgrims. So get involved. In the Archdiocese there are all sorts of things going on. Too much for my mind. At times it makes my head spin. There's so much going on. And that's going to be the way for the next 12 months and beyond. So whatever you can do to get involved locally, find out, go to the website, speak to people, and then get involved. Because really what you will be doing is opening the door of your heart, opening your whole life to the experience that God is offering you. I say it's hard work for us, but remember, really this pilgrimage is also a gift, a grace that God is offering all of us. I don't know what it will mean in your life. I don't know what it will mean in my life. I don't know what it will mean in the life of the church, but I know it's a great gift that God is giving all of us. And what we are doing when we work hard, the blood, sweat and tears, is opening our lives more deeply to the gift that God is offering. So, get involved, and the gift will become all the greater. Now, it's important for all of us to understand, and to understand it with our heart, not just with our mind, that Jesus journeys with us. In other words, he doesn't just wave us goodbye and say good luck on the way. Jesus journeys with us. It's true of the great journey of faith, and it's true of this pilgrimage to World Youth Day and beyond. What do I mean, Jesus journeys with us? The risen Christ, who has returned to the Father, is everywhere. For those with eyes to see him and ears to hear him, you drown in the presence of Jesus. He's with us in a million different ways. But there is one particular way that is privileged above all others, and that's the presence of Jesus in the Eucharist. The presence of Jesus risen from the dead in the sacrament of his body and blood. And that's why we call it the Blessed Sacrament. It's blessed because precisely the risen Christ is here and he walks with us. Just as he walked with the disciples on the road to Emmaus, he walks with you and with me, with us, the church, as we journey, as we pilgrimage to Sydney and beyond. Now, that's where we begin to understand the importance of what we call Eucharistic adoration, a moment of silence before the risen Christ, present among us, journeying with us on the pilgrimage, on the way. Now, it's a time to listen to him. It's a time to see him. Not so much with the physical eyes, but with the eyes of the heart. So with the eyes of the heart, And with the ears of the heart, we simply sit before the risen Christ. We come before him just as we are, leaving nothing behind. All the good bits, all the bad bits, we bring everything into the silence that is full of his presence. And we allow him to speak to us. We allow him to show us his face. Now, when that happens, we are filled with a power that's not our own. We are weak. I mean, I'm weak, you're weak. But Christ, risen from the dead, offers us a power. And that's where, if you think of the words of World Youth Day, you will receive power from on high. That's true. But you'll only receive it if you see him and hear him on the journey. And that's the power of Eucharistic adoration. You will receive power from on high, you my fellow pilgrims, and then you will be my witnesses. Now, what is a witness? A witness is someone who has seen something and or heard something. So what are we as witnesses? We are those who have seen the risen Christ in our midst, journeying with us. We are those who have heard his word. So I say to you now, come with me. Come with me on the little journey, the little pilgrimage to Sydney and beyond. But come with me on the great journey that looks to, the journey of the Christian life, knowing that Jesus is with us as power and to make us his witnesses. So, come with me as pilgrims and leave with me as witnesses. See you there.